A very good morning, dear students. Glad to be back with you in our moral science class. And for today, let's turn to chapter 13, page 33 of your textbook. And the topic is about money and wealth. It is said that the Nizam Osmar Ali Khan of Hyderabad had many possessions of gold and jewels worth 50 crores. He kept them safely in strong, well locked chests. Daily he opened the chests, looked at them, and kept them back and locked the chests. All his happiness consisted in having them, looking at them, admiring them, and keeping them safe. Tilaong ba uni uun Osmer Ali Khan jong ka Hyderabad udon ka jingdon jing em kum kaksiar bat ki mau kodor ki basyong dor hadu san folklor. Timan ka sngi unius em ujuple ya kata ka senduk bat upet ya kita ki ksiar bat ubo biang ya ki bat ukhang kala biang ya kata ka senduk. Ka jingkemen ka jong u ka day ba udon ya kata ka ksiar kaksa upet ya ki yaro ya ki pat ban bu bha pat ya ki. If a guest visited him, he served him a cup of tea and two biscuits only, one for the guest and one for him. His own attire was simple and old. He smoked the cheapest cigarettes, that too he smoked to the end of the butt. In each of his pockets, he kept a list of the gold and jewel ornaments he had. He never trusted anyone in the palace with regard to his wealth. But when India became a federation of independent princely states, the Indian government carried away all his wealth and the Nizam wept like a child. Ladaw nunu bri wan ban yashem ya usim ujo ay ka shabat atli ki biscuit iwe yaw taw brio but iwe pat yaladi karyam ka bet lani ki jain ki ba upong ki long ki ba malumala bat ki barim udiru yaw cigarette lani uduma ubat tatam bat haba udiru hado bandalut lani kumban shu ongno ba jupen sap ay kendiat ru. Haki plus of ti jong ujubo ya ka les jong kita kiksiar pat ki mau koror ki ba udon. Jushania yano ru ha ka yings em namar ka spa ka jong Henry haba ka India kala long ka way ka union jong ki states ki ba senchar lai lo de kis em ka sarkar India kala kne lani ka shimno ya ka ta ka spa ka pho but news em ula yam kumukhanna. Osmar Ali Khan is not alone in his adoration of money and wealth. Money and wealth is not a thing to be amassed for worship. Money and wealth have value only as long as we are alive. We cannot take them with us at our death, however much we possess. They have to be left behind. Money and wealth have a functional value. They are to be used to satisfy our material needs like the need for food, clothing, housing, medicines, and other personal needs like education, travel, entertainment, and even for amusement. Money and wealth are to be used to make our life more pleasant and more comfortable, at the same time, more human and dignified. Osmar Ali Khan umde tang mau marway shimet ubas ngau tanat laneban lum ya kaspa bat kapau ka jong kaspa bat kapau kam de ke ka bangi de ban mani kalong ka badon kamingi baro kat bangi dang im la ban ra lang ban ngi endangi layam wat ladangi don kat nu ru kapisa ngi la ban pendon kam haki bobun kiliang ni pendon kam yeki hakabam kadi kakup kasem kidawai dashin pat kiwe kum haki jing puli lani ban let jing let hakapiria pat hakakmen kasngobha la pendon kam yaka pisa kanang bakan penlong ka jing jungi kabasuk bat kaba donburam. It is for this reason that men and women go to work from morning till night. It is productive work that brings money which satisfies the material needs of the people. No one works for the sake of working. Everybody works to earn money to satisfy one's needs. But money and wealth are not for hoarding. It must be released or utilized in times of necessity. Day nakani ka daw bo shenrang bar ka kanthei ki let shaki kam ki jam jongki nado dang step hado pandamit kadai ka jing tre shitom ka bawan ra e ka pisa khnang bangila ban pendon kam yaka don uwei ru nga tharai uba tre tang ka nam bala tre baro ngi tre khnang bangin yo yaka nong henry ka pisa bat ka spa game day ban shubu sa la day hi ban pendon kam yaka hakipor bangidon kam. It is reported that certain beggars who are begging on the pavements of our large cities live a miserable life on the street, exposed to the sun and the rain. They have no shelter by day or by night. They have not a square meal to satisfy their gnawing hunger. Pestering wounds eat into their bodies, but with no medical aid for relief. They come to a miserable end of their lives, but on their death, it has been discovered that they have fat bank balances. They toiled all through their life. They collected money day by day by exposing themselves to hardships and humiliations. They never thought of spending it either for themselves to have better living conditions or for others who are in dire need. They left it all untouched for someone else who has not worked for it to spend it all. Kadon ka khubor, kaba ong ba, kidon kinong krong kiba krong haki surok haki sorba kiba im ya ka jingim kaba korden. Kaba kabam kadi kathia kadem ki jan ki nepru kim don. Don kiba don ru ya ka jingmong ha ka met phat ka jongki, klem ki dawai ki da shin ki babiang. Henry hadien ka jingyap jongki, la shem ba ki don ka spa kerhai. Klem perkhat ban pelut na kebentai yaladi kat ba kidang syait kidang klan ne ban im kajing im ke basuk ke basan Henry ki ie kita baro na kebenta jong kitu ki bam penlut bor bat ban penlut penserwa baro. There are others who work tirelessly throughout the year, undergoing all kinds of hardships and depriving themselves of every comfort. They are not even ready to spend the money for their own medical treatment. Tiki don ki wei pat ki batray minot baro shisnam klem shang that ki akandu shibon ki jing pat ki kanran din na ka jing suk gem kwa hiru ban penlut ya ki pisa na ka bentaya ladi wat ha ka kwat ka kya. On account of the flat system and the compartmentalized living in our modern cities, families live side by side, insulated from each other. No one knows what happens to his neighbor. Under this system, on one side you can have feasting and on the other fasting. There is a celebration on one side but starvation on the other. There is joy on one hand but sorrow on the other hand. Nakidaw jong ki flat system but karukom im hakani ka juk menta haki sorba ki long yeng long sem wat lada ki asa janru ki ajngai iwei na iwei pat ha ka jingyadai omdan batep ja ayu yaw paramarjan jongki hakum kani karukom haka wei kaliang ki yakhawai dawai pat hakawai pat kaliang umarjan unang sha thangan kadon ka jing kemen hakawai kaliang pat ka jing yap thangan hakawai pat kadon ka jing yes ngobha hakawai kaliang pat ka jing snosi hakawai pat kaliang. Money and wealth have a social function. It is not willed that all the money, wealth, or material goods should be amassed in the hands of a few. In the hands of those who are more hardworking, more intelligent, or more cunning, and the rest who are weak or not so cunning and intelligent shall be deprived of everything. Te ka pisa pat ka spa ka phau ka don ka jingya dai ha ka imlang salang umdon ru ka jingya ban ong ba ka pisa ka spa lani ka jingdon jing em kin yo ha kikti kiba kattu kat ningut lani hakikti jong kitu kiba tray shitom kiba start lani kiba shalak buitu bat ki wei pat kiba tlot kibam start lani kibam buitu kinam yo ai. We wonder why some are rich and some are so poor. Are not the goods of the earth meant for all to live in happiness and satisfaction? If there is a fair division of material goods in the world, there will be enough and more for everyone. Ngilengo balay don katu katni ki baruspa, but katu katni ki baduk. Omday baka jingdon jing em, ha ka perthei ka dei na ka banta ya baro bangin ya imsuk bat ban dap da ka jinghun la da don ka jing ya sam jong ka spa perthei ha ka perthei hi kan jin dala dap na ka banta ya baro. We have examples of people helping generously in times of crisis, especially in times of war, famine, and natural calamities. Beyond that, we need to be sensitive towards other people's needs as human beings. Everyone has a right to live in dignity as a human. We have a responsibility in this, not only to ourselves but to others. We can bestow dignity on a needy neighbor when we stretch out a helping hand. Ting idon ki nuksa jong ki breu ki basbun ban yarap kaluit man siem sha ki weipan ha ki por bajenjar kham tam kum ha ki por thma ka jing panjat ka mariang bat kum ta ter ni dei ban long ki bakloi ban yarap ya ki weipat ki para breu ha ki jing don kam ki jong ki barok ni don ka hok ban im kum ki breu ki badon buram ni don ka responsibility tang yaladi henry ya ki weipat da ka bangi ai ya ka kti ka mon ka jongi ban yarap ya ki ha ki por ka jing don kam ka jongki. Well, students, I hope you have understood this chapter. I'll see you in the next class. Thank you, everyone, and have a blessed day. For your home assignment, you can write down the questions and answers in your exercise copy.